Happy Thursday, Golden Rams. Hey, 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 hey. How are you? I know you were waiting for us. Guess what? We are going to have fun today. I'm Lisa Wright Bryant. I'm president of the Westchester University Alumni Association. Guess what? It's also Throwback Thursday. So I wanted to let you know a couple of things. Number one, I have my Throwback Westchester University shirt. And look at this. Let me see if I got it right. Here we go. Westchester State. I think you can kind of see it. Yay. Regardless, it's there. So we're excited today to have President Chris Fiorentino, who is the president of the one and only Westchester University. So at this time, please welcome Dr. Christopher Fiorentino to our Ramblings Live. Yay, yay, woo-hoo. Thanks for being here, Dr. Fiorentino.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here, Lisa. How are you doing?
All is well. All is well. I'm hanging out with, Rami. I got Rami with me.
Oh, good. Okay.
So my cheering. So I'm doing well. How are you?
Very well. We're at Tanglewood. This is the small dining room in the back that has become my office, and we've been here, geez, almost 2 months now. It's hard to believe.
Yes, I know. I know. But time is flying.
Yes.
And before you know it, we'll all be back together.
Looking
So I
forward to
know
that.
that's, oh, I know. I know. Good afternoon, Mike. Good afternoon. And before we get into the interview, Dr. Fiorentino, I want to let all of our alums know we want you to shout out, tell us who you are, where you're from, and the more comments, the more conversation we can have. And guess what? One lucky winner, you see it going across the screen, one lucky winner will be randomly selected to win a WCU t-shirt. So alums, that means, come on, comments. Let's have some fun, okay? All righty. So I want to get right into our conversation, Dr. Fiorentino. So if you can let all of our Golden Rams know, how long have you been with Westchester University?
Well, I've been here. I'm just wrapping up my 37th year.
Really?
And yeah, I started as a professor and became a department chair and a dean and vice president and eventually president. So I've run the gamut.
Okay, okay. So let me ask you a question. Well, a statement. Let me go back a little bit because a lot of our alums don't know that you come from a long line of you're a legacy with Westchester University.
Yes, absolutely.
You're a legacy. You have your father-in-law was a professor. Your wife is a professor also, and your daughter just graduated. So, how does it feel? You've said you've been with us 37 years. How does it feel to lead now the university that you started off as a professor?
Well, let me quickly add that not only my daughter, but our eldest son graduated, and Sue is also an alum. My wife's also an alum. So there are more Golden Rams than the ones you
Yes.
mentioned. But well,
Yes. Yes.
it's very special to be the president of Westchester University. Um, uh, Being a president anywhere, you have to go to a place if you're going to a new school, and you have to learn to love it and become the spokesman and the champion and so forth. And when you go to a new school from scratch, that's a process you have to go through. But for me, my roots were already deep when I took this job, and this is really the only place I wanted to be the president of because I care about the place. As you say, we have a long history with the place, so it really, to become the president of this place where I've spent my career and my kids went to school, my wife went to school, it's just it's a dream come true.
Yes. Yes, and you mentioned your wife, Dr. Sue Fiorentino. Shout out to her, class of 86. Yay, yay, yay. And in addition to shouting out to Dr. Fiorentino, we have so many of our alums on social media right now. And I want to thank you all for joining us. And so the alums that are joining you, thank you. I see someone there from Devon. If you see some of your classmates, your old roommate that's not on here, tell them, listen, Dr. Fiorentino is on here and Lisa Wright Bryan is on here. Join us. Invite them. Invite them. Invite them. Lisa said you're doing an excellent job as president, and I agree. And I'm not saying this because I'm interviewing you, but I do appreciate you, Dr. Fiorentino. You mentioned how much you care about the students and how much you love the students. And it's really evident at the events that I see you and our interactions. So I want to definitely say thank you so much for all the things that you're doing for the Golden Rams.
Well,
Definitely. So
it's absolutely
let
a
me ask you
labor of
another
love. It's
question.
my pleasure.
Yes, 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 definitely. So, what has been the greatest challenge that you faced during your presidency so far?
Well, ironically, I would have to say that the greatest challenge is the one that we're going through right now. Uh, to have to completely revamp the university in the middle of a semester and have all the employees leave the campus and then try to continue to offer the classes using the remote format. That has really been a great deal of work for the faculty and staff, and to be leading that effort and trying to figure out what to do next. That has really been uh, a significant challenge for me personally and for all the people who work at the university.
Hmm. Yes, and we definitely appreciate everything that all of you've done. One of our alums just said that she appreciates the fact that you were proactive. And so we appreciate that on behalf of the Golden Rams, especially the Alumni Association. I know I've reached out and said, I appreciate that Westchester was the leading university that said, you know what, we're going to make this decision because we care about our students.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. So with that being said, you mentioned about the decision. Can you tell us more what process went into deciding the recent move from in-person classes to remote learning?
Sure, it's kind of an interesting story. Um, we were watching what was
Mm-hmm.
happening, and as we February moved into March, I had been in New York the
Mm-hmm.
first week of March, and of course it was starting to ramp up there. And then we were leaving for spring break, and the registrar surveyed the students to find out if they were traveling, and if so, where. And 10,000 students responded to that survey. And what we learned was that over 3,000 students plan to be traveling either in an airplane or a train or a cruise ship, going to Florida, going to Europe. And what we realized was that oh my goodness, students were going to be traveling to hotspots where the virus had already caught on, and we realized that if they came back to campus, they would certainly be bringing the virus back. So we made the decision that week, Tuesday of spring break, that we would not bring the students back to campus. The second half of the question was if we decided to continue the semester remotely, uh, what what could happen favorably that would convince us that we should bring everybody back to campus. And we realized that we really had no
Mm,
idea. So at that point, we made the decision
right.
to move to remote delivery and to keep it that way for the full semester. It was an unpopular decision initially, but within 2 or 3 days, everybody else said made the same decision. We just had information about our students that enabled us to be a little quicker.
Yes. Yes. And like I said before, we really appreciate that because again, the fact that you care for the students and the administration, and to make that decision, even though initially it was unpopular, was the right decision. So we appreciate that. So speaking of decisions, what has been the proudest moment of your presidency so far?
I would have to say that, a few years ago we had a faculty strike, and a faculty strike is a difficult challenge for a
Hmm.
campus, and it creates the potential for
Yeah,
uh, hard feelings and long-standing issues and animosity. And what I'm most proud of is that I worked with the president of the union, and we made sure that there was no long-run damage to Westchester University. We made sure that we communicated with the faculty. We made sure that they knew that we respected their decision to do what they did, that they were important to us. They were our faculty. And when the strike ended, on a lot of campuses there was lingering animosity, but at Westchester we all just got right back to work. And the way that that was handled is a very proud moment for me.
that's wonderful. That's wonderful. We tend to see how the makings of a great leader, and I'm not saying it to boost you up, but as a president also of an organization, we all are challenged. We all face challenges, and it is always good when the people that are around you, your teammates, see that when you're in a difficult situation, how you lead an organization. So thank you so much. We appreciate that. So, question. Let's switch gears a little bit. Let's switch gears a little bit. We're going to read. Let's look at some of the comments that our alums are shouting out to us. So, our alum Karen, she said, "My son Tyler is an alum, class of 2017. Woo! And he is now currently serving in the U.S. Army, and he's stationed at Fort Drum in Watertown, New York. So thank you, Karen, for the shout out, and thank you, Tyler, for your service. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. Something else. We have Stephanie. She said, "Amazing job on keeping the students engaged." And she's a proud graduate of 1996. Definitely. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Thanks so much. How about one more comment? Let's one more comment. Margo. I know her. She said the university has done a fantastic job of being proactive. Definitely. Thank you so much, Margo. Thank you. So let's switch gears a little bit, Dr. Fiorentino. And you see, I have my pom pom, and I have Rammy, and I have my whole Westchester gear, right? So Westchester has so many robust spirits and traditions. Can you tell us what is your favorite or are your favorites?
Oh, there's so many great traditions. I think I would have to say that the one that I enjoy the most, and of course this is a very uh, sad time of year for this particular tradition. My office, as you know, is in Phillips, and the students come
Hmm.
as they're graduating. They come in their caps and gowns, and they take pictures in the archway at Phillips. And oftentimes, I'll be coming and going in and out of the building. And if the students are there, a lot of times they'll ask me to jump into the picture with them. But that really is a tradition that I love. I love their excitement and their desire to take away the memories of our great iconic building, Phillips Memorial.
Yes, yes. Phillips is awesome. I'm going to say when I graduated a long time ago, I actually my ceremony was in Phillips, so that building definitely it means
Okay.
a lot to me. It definitely means a lot. Yep. So speaking of traditions and the things that are going on, what initiatives at Westchester that excite you for the future of the university?
Oh my goodness. Well, of course, the big thing right now is we're in the midst of putting up a brand new building, the Sciences and Engineering Center in the Commons. Uh, of course, the
Yes.
construction had to be halted related to the virus, but we've just gotten word that it's continuing again pretty soon. So we're going to have a
Wonderful.
new building, 175,000 square feet. That will be the largest building on the campus. It's going to house our new biomedical engineering program, which we've recently launched that we're very excited about, and we're moving a number of the departments from South Campus. Health, nursing, nutrition are coming up to North Campus. So that's a very exciting thing that's going on right now. Um, and we're working on the physician's assistant program, a new master's program that we're very excited to offer. So just a lot of terrific things going on the campus.
Yes, yes, yes. And you know what? I'm getting some comments here. So I want to go back to the comments and because you mentioned about what's happening in Westchester and people are shouting out and saying, number one, they're proud alums. Let's see. Let's see some comments here. Debbie said, my daughter transferred to Westchester this summer. She loves it so much and is so far. She's happy with the decision Westchester made during spring break to keep the students safe. Look forward to seeing her continue her success at WCU. Yes. Yes. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. Okay, Lexi said, what will the South Campus building be used for?
Okay, well, it's going to continue to house kinesiology and sports medicine, and we're going to be expanding the athletic department. They're going to be able to utilize a greater portion of the building. Right now, the coaches' offices are scattered out all over the place, so that's going to be the primary thing. And that's also a building that's planned for renovation coming up in the next couple of years. So we're very excited about that one too.
Really? Really? Okay. Well, you know what? It's always good to see the progress. So thank you, alums, for your questions. And next, we're switching gears again, Dr. Fiorentino. It's
Okay.
time to play a game.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
We're going to play a game. You're ready. Okay. All right. I got to get Rammy. I have to get Rammy. Here we go. The game is called Rapid Fire. And so I'm going to ask you two questions. You know, I'm going to say one word and then you pick which one you want. So the
Okay.
first one is cake or pie?
Pie.
Woo! Call or text?
Text.
That's right. Yay. Books or TV?
Tough one. Both, but books.
Here we go. Beer or wine?
Wine.
All right. Woo-hoo! Beach or pool?
Beach.
Yes, 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 yes. Amores or Rigtown?
Amores.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Now, this is from back in the day, Dr. Fiorentino. Wawa or 7-Eleven?
Wawa.
Old Main or New Main?
I love Old Main.
Okay. All righty. All righty now. Now, Dr. Fiorentino, you got to get this one. Jake's Bar or the Rat?
I'm a rat guy.
That's right, Dr. Fiorentino. That's right. See, I knew I liked you. The rat, definitely.
Remember, I've been here 37 years, so
That's right. I'm not going to tell you. Well, everyone knows I'm class of 87. So, you know, I've been around almost as long as you've been around. So, oh, and Tommy Grant said, good choices, Old Main.
I have a beautiful, beautiful painting of Old Main in my office,
Yes,
so I look at it all the time.
really. Really beautiful building. Beautiful building. Tommy is just shouting out to you. She's saying thank you for the 50th anniversary birthday party.
Okay.
So, oh, and I'm going to tell you the comments, Dr. Fiorentino, a lot of people love the fact that you said the rat. You were in. You were in. You were in with the alums, Dr. Fiorentino.
Okay.
So let's get back to the questions. I got a couple more for you. Tell us one thing we would learn. No, tell us one thing that we would not learn about you from your resume.
Well, okay. I think, and it relates back to what I just said about loving the beach over the pool. My mother is from Barbados,
Uh-huh.
so that's my half of my family
Really?
is in Barbados. Yes, it's not on my resume.
Really? No, no, that isn't. No, that isn't. But I'm actually going to let the audience know a little secret. When I went to the presidential gala last year, you mentioned it.
Well, that's right. It was the theme. So I guess I
Yeah,
let that information out. Right. Yeah.
but I didn't. I won't. It was just a secret that you just told everybody now. But Barbados is
Gotcha.
beautiful.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Definitely. Yes. So another question for you. What advice would you give the graduating seniors as they navigate these unconventional times?
Well, first of all, I'm very saddened by what has happened. I know the graduating seniors were looking forward to the culmination of their final semester and all the celebrating and the beautiful weather,
Mhm.
and the campus is so gorgeous this time of year. So we're very disappointed that that's happened, and we do look forward to celebrating with them eventually. I think from a more
Good.
practical perspective, uh, you have to just realize that an experience like this, uh, it builds resiliency. It enables you to manage dealing with difficult circumstances. This is not going to be the only problem you ever encounter in your life. It's probably not going to be the worst problem you ever encounter in your life. It's just something we've all had to manage, uh, live with disappointment, and move on. I think that the fact is that the graduating seniors right now are going into the job market at a very difficult time. There's a lot of unemployment, a lot of uncertainty, but you have to just work towards the fact that this is a temporary situation and it is going to pass. Um, you need to be preparing yourself for when things loosen up. This might be a good time if maybe you're not looking at going in for another degree at this point, but maybe you could take some additional courses if you're not able to find a job right away to help prepare you to be more marketable. Um, but you need to be gearing up to be ready for when things loosen up, because I do believe they will in the not too distant future. I'm an economist by training, and there's a lot of pent up demand, and I think that we're going to get a good rebound. So there are going to be good opportunities out there. So you have to stay positive and just realize that this is a short run setback, and in the scheme of things, you can move past this, learn from it, and hopefully move ahead with your careers and your lives.
I agree. And I think those words are awesome, especially telling the students that they must stay positive and at the same time stay ready. Don't get into that mode of, ugh, a defeat and okay, now what's the use? But staying ready because you never know what the future holds. So definitely, thank you. So at this time, this is what we're going to do, Dr. Fiorentino. We are going to we're going to have a t-shirt giveaway to a brand new alum. So let's see here. Oh, and congratulations to Lexi Kearns. She is our t-shirt winner. So Rami is giving her a cheer. Drop my pom. Woo, Lexi. So I'm going to say on behalf of the Westchester University Alumni Association, welcome to the Alumni Association, Lexi. Yes. Woo woo. Oh, here we have an announcement here. WCU Graduate School Open House is May 14th. And thank you so much, Melissa. So we hope that some people out there, definitely virtually, of course. Virtually, of course.
Mhm.
So, Dr. Fiorentino, we want to say just thank you so much for taking the time to speak to the graduating students, the current Westchester students, to our alumni. Do you have any parting words for us?
Well, Lisa, thank you for inviting me here today. It's always fun to have a chance to chat with alumni and students. And again, this has been a very challenging time, and of course, we're still
Yes.
challenged in terms of the future. We a lot of people are asking us what's going to happen in the fall, and unfortunately, we don't have enough information right now to know. We don't know whether we're going to be allowed to open. We don't
Right.
know what the rules are going to be, and I can tell you we're working on it very hard every day, trying to figure out what we're able to do, what we're not able to do. Obviously, our primary goal is to keep all of our students, faculty, and staff safe, and then try to get back to normal life as soon as we can. So stay tuned.
Mhm.
We'll be making a decision as soon as we feel we have the information that puts us in a position to know what the best strategy is. And in the meantime, everybody, please just stay safe, stay positive.
Yeah.
We're going to get through this, and we're going to move on with our lives, and we're going to look back and wonder what just happened. That's what's going
Yes.
to be interesting.
Yes. Well, Dr. Fiorentino, we want to thank you on behalf of the Alumni Association. Thanks to you and your administration and everything all of you do for our beloved Golden Ram. So thank you again.
Thank you, Lisa, and thank you for doing this on behalf of the university. You're a great supporter of the university, and I love working with you.
Oh, thank you. Same here. Same here. So I want to give a shout out. Speaking of the Ramblings Live, next week, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss Ramblings Live. Next week, hear me. Let Rami say, and don't want to miss it. We are going to have our very own Lauren and Deb from the Westchester University Foundation. We're going to have fun. You know, we're going to have fun. We always have fun on Ramblings Live. And they're going to give us some information and tell us what's happening in their foundation. Okay? So, again, let me do it. I got it. Rams up. See you at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Peace.